Today's discussion will be on truth versus ignorance. We are going to deal with these two important concepts. Mind you, it's not the same as truth and lies. The latter are opposites, whereas truth and ignorance depict an idea of lack. For example, where there is ignorance, there is a lack of truth. Our discussion here will base itself on showing how both these two concepts coexist in a human being as well as in our environment, and how they work out in our daily life and our apprehension of the reality in the world we live in. Let's start with a basic definition of these two notions. By definition, truth is a statement or a fact that is aligned with reality and facts. It is often associated with knowledge, which can be verified through logic, evidence, and experience. It leads us to take informed decisions and carry out effective problem-solving tasks. Ignorance, on the other hand, is a state of being unaware or uninformed about something or someone. It reveals scant knowledge or understanding of the issue or problem at hand. It is often associated with a lack of critical thinking and a willingness to accept things without much thinking or questioning. This lack of awareness can lead one to errors in judgment, missed opportunities, and susceptibility to misinterpretation. According to Gandhi's philosophy, the notions of Satya, that is truth, and Avidya, that is ignorance, were deeply influenced by the Bhagavad Gita. It was his spiritual dictionary, which he read and referred to all through his life. Let's have a small breakdown on how he saw truth and ignorance. Truth, Satya, as the ultimate reality and the embodiment of God. For Gandhi, truth was God and God was truth. From the Gita, he drew the idea that the self is eternal, beyond birth and death. This eternal essence is truth itself. And then it was self-awareness. Gandhi believed that self-awareness and introspection were essential in the discovery of truth. He experimented with truth through self-reflection, self-purification, and self-discovery. Simple living and self-sufficiency are ways to cultivate inner peace, deep contentment, thus leading us to a better understanding of truth. Coming to Avidya, ignorance, Gandhi viewed ignorance as an attachment and a delusion. For him, ignorance was equivalent to ego, selfishness, and violence. All were products of attachment and delusion. In the Gita, Krishna urges to act without attachment to results. And Gandhi took this as a lesson that ignorance lies in being enslaved to selfish motives and bodily desires. Ignorance is a hindrance to personal growth, a major obstacle to social progress, and mainly a hurdle to spiritual evolution. As the Gita teaches, ignorance hides true knowledge. Ignorance is not just a lack of information, but a spiritual blindness to truth. Now, how does truth and ignorance work out in our daily life? Gandhi believed that devotion to truth should be the whole justification of our existence. All our activities should be centered in truth and nishkarma, that is selfless action. Not to act for power or greed or fame, but to align our thoughts and actions to the eternal law of life. What is this eternal law of life? It connects all human beings. Basing our action on the path of dharma meant overcoming our prejudices, our self-centeredness, and our small ego, and then to rise to the sublime revelation of the eternal truth. Gandhi highlighted three core principles on which we can base our actions on daily life. The three key principles are truth in thought, which means removing criticism and judgment of others, thus acting from a zone of creating value. Truth in speech, which should be based on truth, of course, but also on kindness and compassion. However correct a truth may be, it loses its effect and importance if told in a harsh and accusatory manner. Lastly, truth in action is the real search and foundation for respect and sanctity of human life. Violence, either in words or action, was never an option. While fighting for political freedom, Gandhi himself used the non-violent resistance movement, Satyagraha, which was rooted in his commitment to truth and non-cooperation to injustice. Finally, our daily actions should be a process of self-improvement, self-purification, and moral growth that leads us to a discovery of a pure and authentic self. And I would like to end with a beautiful quote of Gandhi. He said, "Let's be the change we would like to see in others." Thank you so much for your attention. Jai Bapu.